ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Excuse me, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. WWE Weekend Review. We got the week of February 27th through March 3rd. WWE shows this week. Lead up to WWE Fastlane tomorrow night. We have, on Monday Night Raw this week, we have Rusev team up with Jinder Mahal versus New Day, Xavier Woods and Big E. As we all seen at the beginning, New Day playing off what happened with the Oscars. The Shining Stars coming out, then opening the envelope and says, "Oh, we're not wrestling you guys. We're wrestling somebody else." Typical New Day comedy. So we had Rusev and Jinder Mahal. We had Xavier Woods getting the pinfall and Jinder Mahal. I give it 2.5. It was alright. Nothing spectacular. Next we had Akira Tozawa versus Noam Dar. Kind of a letdown for me. I like Akira Tozawa. I think he's a good wrestler. Noam Dar I'm kind of about. I don't like the feud between Tozawa and Brian Kendrick, but it is what it is. I gave it 2.5 stars. Tozawa getting the victory over Dar. Next we had what will be the Fatal 4-Way at the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania. We had Charlotte teamed up with Nia Jax versus Bayley and Sasha Banks. Nia Jax getting the pinfall victory over Bayley, which, as we all know, typically what WWE does on a Raw or SmackDown, if somebody like Nia Jax pins a Bayley, come at WrestleMania, Bayley will probably pin Nia Jax for the title. I give it 2.5 stars. It was alright. Next we had Big Cass with Enzo Amore versus Luke Gallows with Carl Anderson. One match. Luke Gallows and Big Cass. Big Cass getting the victory. I gave it 2.5 stars. It was there. Next we had Titus O'Neil versus Sheamus. Sheamus getting the victory. Nothing really spectacular about it. I didn't even rate it. It was not good. Next we had Big Show versus 2-1 versus the Shining Stars. Big Show wins. I just don't even know why. I'm guessing from what I'm reading online, Big Show and Shaquille O'Neal at Mania may be dead. So who knows what Big Show will be doing at Mania? Probably the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. So we'll see what happens there. Next we had another Cruiserweight match. We had TJ Perkins and Jack Gallagher teaming up versus Tony Nese and Neville. The only real bright spot of having the Cruiserweights right now on Raw, I like the Cruiserweights, don't get me wrong. I think Cruiserweights are great. One of the bright spots is on it is A-Double on the announce team. A-Double, Corey Graves. I'm good with that. I mean, those guys are awesome. Just A-Double, just the way it is. Cole ask him a question and be like, yeah. Don't elaborate. That's just, yes, sir. One word answer. Just don't even elaborate on it. It's great. This match kind of, I know Jack Gallagher won the number one contendership against Neville at Fastlane. I just don't understand where they're going with the Cruiserweight stuff. Gallagher makes Tony Nese tap. Neville walks away from Tony Nese in the match. Didn't like the way he tagged him. So I give it 2 3/4 stars. TJ Perkins and Jack Gallagher getting a victory. The main event on Raw was Cesaro versus Samoa Joe. Yeah, seen it. Oh yeah, Ring of Honor. Oh yeah, it actually can be good. This was only 2 3/4. It wasn't that good. It was just a standard Raw match. Joe getting the victory. I want to see more of this. I think Joe is a very, very talented wrestler. He can be a world champion. I hope that's where they go with it. I hope that they get the world title back on AJ and Joe gets the Universal title. If Joe and AJ is champions in WWE, I think that would be cool. 205 Live, we had Noam Dar versus Lindsay Dorada. Noam Dar getting a pinfall victory over Dorada. I give it 3 stars. We had 6-man tag. We had Tony Nese, Drew Gulak, and Ayuri Tavari versus TJ Perkins, Mustafa Ali, and Cedric Alexander. Nese getting the victory over getting the pinfall on TJ Perkins. I give it 3 1/4. On SmackDown this week, we had 2 out of 3 falls match. Becky Lynch versus Mickie James. Mickie James getting the first fall, Becky Lynch getting the second fall, and then third and final fall, Becky Lynch in the submission. I gave it 2 3/4. Next we had match of the week, Luke Harper versus AJ Styles, #1 contender. As we know, the Battle Royal was the week before. They both hit at the same time. So they had a #1 contender match. Luke Harper versus AJ Styles. AJ wins. I give it 3.5 stars. And then Randy comes out and burns down the Wyatt compound and says that he's going to challenge Bray Wyatt at Mania. So this week we have AJ Styles versus Randy Orton in a #1 contender match. Why not just make it a 3-way? Come on, Shane. Why not? Because you want a match versus AJ Styles? Really? Stop being selfish. Make it a 3-way. Make it good. And end it solved now. So this week we have AJ Styles versus Randy Orton on SmackDown. That's going to be somehow stupid. Next, the main event on SmackDown, we had a chairs match. We had Apollo Crews versus Dolph Ziggler. Dolph getting the victory, 2 3/4 star match. So. NXT this week, we had Patrick Clark versus Sean Maluda, the Samoan Dragon. Sean Maluda. Why they have to keep Sean Maluda losing, I'll never freaking know. Patrick Clark getting a victory. Just a standard match. I give it 2 stars. Next, we had the NXT Women's title line. We had Peyton Royce, #1 contender, versus Asuka, the longest reigning NXT Women's Champion. And at WrestleMania weekend, she'll have it a year. She won it last year in Dallas. I give it 2 3/4. Asuka getting the submission victory over Peyton Royce. It looks like they're trying to build up Ember Moon, an undefeated streak, Asuka with her undefeated streak, and the two of them clash at WrestleMania, or at NXT TakeOver Orlando. What I would like to see them do is not do that. Here's a way around that. WWE likes to take ways around things. To keep Asuka as undefeated as she is, to keep Ember Moon's undefeated streak going. Asuka's been working some SmackDown house shows. You have Asuka come out on SmackDown this week, and you go, well, I've beaten everybody in NXT. There is nobody else for me to face. Maybe on NXT she'll come out and relinquish the title and say, you know what, I'm done with this title. I've done everything I can with it. I'm retired. I'm leaving NXT as champion and undefeated. I'm taking on SmackDown. You send her to SmackDown, and she keeps going with her undefeated streak. Starts beating up the non-champions, and then eventually at WrestleMania, her and Alexa Bliss for the title. Keeps her undefeated streak going. You have a tournament on NXT that concludes with NXT Orlando, Ember Moon versus like Peyton Royce, or versus Billie Kay, or some triple threat or something like that, and Ember Moon win the title. So you keep 2 undefeated streaks going. You don't make either woman look weak, and you have a change in your title. But Asuka's still NXT champion. We had the NXT Tag Title line. We had #DIY getting their contractual rematch versus Authors of Pain. Revival come through the crowd and attack DIY. Match gets thrown out. The Revival haven't done nothing since they lost the titles. What the hell? 2-time NXT tag champions doing nothing right now. Get them on the main roster. Top 10 matches of the week. Number 10 was from Monday Night Raw, the Charlotte and Nia Jax versus Sasha and Bayley. It's going to be your Fatal 4-Way Mania. Number 9 came from Monday Night Raw, Tozawa versus Noam Dar. Number 8, SmackDown Live, 2 out of 3 falls, Becky Lynch and Mickie James. Number 7, Monday Night Raw, the Cruiserweight Tag, TJ Perkins, Jack Gallagher versus Tony Nese and Neville. Number 6, the SmackDown Live, the chairs match, Apollo Crews versus Dolph Ziggler. Number 5, NXT Women's title, Peyton Royce and Asuka. Number 4 came from Monday Night Raw, Cesaro versus Samoa Joe. Number 3, 205 Live, Noam Dar versus Lindsay Dorada, 3-star match. Number 2 from 205 Live, Tony Nese, Drew Gulak, Ahiri Tavari versus T.J. Perkins, Muhammad Ali, and Mustafa Ali, and Cedric Alexander. 3.25 star, and then the best match of the week came from SmackDown Live, the number 1 contender match, Luke Harper versus the phenomenal AJ Styles, AJ getting victory, 3.5 stars. That wraps up this week in WWE. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great night, have a spiffy night. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader sports channel content.